Stereotactic radiosurgery and stereotactic radiations are very high end of radiation therapies. A lot of people think that radiosurgery is a sort of a surgery, but in reality it's a knifeless procedure. There is no surgeon involved and there is no suture or there is no knife and there is no surgery at all. So what exactly it is that once we have identified that this is a patient who needs a high end of radiation, there we do a very sophisticated radiation. So where are these situations? These are some small tumors in the brain like meningiomas, acoustic neuronomas, or some metastases which are very small in size, some AV malformations where despite that they are not cancers, but they are in the brain and at a location where surgery can be detrimental. So we try to destroy those cells by radiation only. So we conduct a MRI and localize the tumor. After that, we create a specialized frame of the head. It's a special stereotactic frame which helps to locate the tumor in the X, Y and Z coordinate. So it is giving a three-dimensional picture of the tumor on our computer scans. So after localizing and taking a CT scan, which is again a specialized CT scan with very thin slices, we fuse the images of the MRI and the CT scan. They should be perfectly overlapping like a carbon copy, because a CT scan does not give much information about brain and an MRI gives a better information, but both are required. After fusing both the images, on each and every section a doctor identifies in millimetric precision which is the area where there is a tumor. Once we have localized that, then we try to localize the critical nerves around the brain, like the nerves for hearing, the nerves for vision. All these are also identified and delineated on these scans. Then some scientists called physicists, they put some beams from all directions in a way that highest dose of radiation goes to this particular tumor. We call it conformal radiation, which is just conforming to the area where we want radiation to be. And in stereotactic radiosurgery, usually we give the entire radiation in one go. And if we divide it into number of fractions, then we call it fractionated radiosurgery. And if we are doing it in 30 days, we call it stereotactic radiotherapy. So once the physicist has created a plan, then the patient is taken on a radiation machine. On that machine, a CT scan is again done. That CT scan identifies whether the patient has moved in between the first scan and the day of treatment delivery. In case patient has moved in X, Y or Z coordinate for even a millimeter, the computer prompts us and tells us that this much is the disalignment and we can correct that. And it is done under image guidance in form of an IGRT, but since it is a very high dose and very conformal, it is called stereotactic radiosurgery or stereotactic radiotherapy. Same situation if we are doing the similar radiation in something which is below head, in the chest or in the abdomen, then we call it stereotactic body radiotherapy. The principles remain same and usually done for very early lung cancers which are stage 1, which cannot be operated for some reason, some prostatic cancers which are localized, some bone pain causing metastases which are again limited to a couple of bones or a single bone. These are the situations where SBRT is done. Other than this, some liver cancers, the hepatocellular cancers, where surgery is not possible, patient is waiting for a transplant or it is not getting relieved by other medicines, then stereotactic body radiation therapy or SBRT is performed. SBRT again entails creating a mask of the body, fusing images from all the diagnostic studies which have been done, and then creating a plan of delivering very high dose of radiation in small duration. So normally the radiation lasts for 7 weeks, 6 weeks, but when we do SBRT, usually the radiation would be done between 3 to 6 sessions, and these are not consecutive days. We give gaps in between because we are giving higher doses, so we want the cells of the normal tissues to repair themselves. So usually they are done on non-alternating days. But overall duration of treatment is less when we do SRS and SBRT. There are many studies which say that if we are doing SBRT for the tumors, so the body immunity also improves, because when the cells die, the tumor cells die, they release certain chemicals which help in healing the disease in other parts of the body. We call it the ascopal effect in our language. So SBRT is definitely a new tool on board which is effective in some limited situations and is being utilized to give relief for a lot of cancers in the current scenarios.